Let's go. What's up, folks? DC here, welcome you back to another episode of Wolf Lodge. You guys ordered pepper poles? Time to start making them.
Welcome to the next level. Wolf Lodge.
All right, Ash and I are gonna start our day off by hiking out to the trailhead to grab the materials I used to make the hiking poles. So yesterday I made 3 hikes coming into the property for the weekend. Nothing too exciting, but definitely put up some numbers. The first pack consisted of food, clothes for the weekend. That pack was 68.4 pounds, 1 mile coming in. And then the second hike, 2 miles out and back, that pack consisted of tool shed supplies, a little heavier, 87.8 pounds. And then the third pack, 2 miles out and back, heaviest pack of the year so far, tool shed supplies. That pack, 94 pounds, almost 100. I think I'll get a 100-pound pack here soon. All right, made it to the trailhead where I got the rest of the tool shed and pepper pole supplies sitting. Time to make up a pack. Got my pack all made up. Got the pepper spray canisters, the shipping boxes, the hiking poles themselves, and the handle caps. Now, because hiking poles by nature are pretty lightweight and their materials, I added some tool shed components to just make this pack worthwhile. Let's go to the scale and see what we got. All right, empty weight first. $170.6. Yeah, holy sh. Oh. Man, definitely didn't expect it to be that heavy. Let's see what we got. Oh. 270.6 minus my weight. 100-pound pack. Let's do this. Definitely didn't want my first pack of the day, my warm-up pack, to be 100 pounds. I shouldn't have added those tool shed components, but I ain't taking them off. Oh yeah. Oh, that definitely felt like 100 pounds. Whew. Nice little warm-up pack. Oh, I definitely need to decompress the spine after that one. Oh. All right, let's talk about the parts to this operation. We'll start here at the hiking poles. So in these bags are just the hiking pole shafts without the handle. I specifically asked from this manufacturer to give me just the shafts because the novel idea is in the handle. So these are from the plastic injection molding company I hired out of Denver to create the handles that accepts the pepper spray canister. That same manufacturer also manufactures the caps to go on these handles. Now in this box over here are the pepper spray canisters. These will go inside the handles, cap on top of that. Some of the other components, 2-part epoxy. That's how I mate the handle to the hiking pole shaft. Just some warning labels. Inside these boxes are the training spray canisters. So same exact canister as the pepper spray canister, only this spray does not contain the active pepper spray ingredient. These are used for training. So they'll go inside the hiking pole handle and you can practice and get a good feel of how far the spray goes and duration. So these rolls and this piece is the rubberized grip. This will get cut to length and then heat shrinked over top the handle. And this just adds extra comfort. This has been the latest addition to the whole operation. So next we got the pry bars. So one of these are included in each kit. These just help extract a canister from the handle, and I'll demonstrate this a little bit later. But if you want to interchange a pepper spray canister for a training spray canister, vice versa, or if you use a pepper spray canister and want to change it out for a new one, these help assist in removing that canister from the hiking pole. And then last but not least, we got the instructions. So the dry time on this 2-part epoxy says cures in 30 minutes. And well, I definitely don't want to disturb that glue while it's drying, so that's as far as I can go on these hiking poles. And well, I'm not gonna sit around idle, so while these dry, I can go get a hike in. I'll head out to that trail and go do a load of tool shed material. Let's go, big dog. Second hike of the day. All right, back at the trailhead. Time to start building a pack that consists of tool shed components. All right, let's get my empty weight. 169. Lost a pound since this morning. All right, so I had 9 of these tubes last night on my 90-pound pack. And right now I did 1 extra. So I got 10. See if I can't break 100. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. 274.8 minus 169, 105. Yep. Let's go. Smile through the pain. Ah. Look out, buddy. This ain't gonna be pretty. Ah. 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 Oh. 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 Oh man, that was brutal. Oh. 4 miles, 205 pounds so far in the day. All right, back to the pepper poles operation. So the glue hopefully dried. Just give it a little bit of tension here to double check that, and feels pretty good. So the next step is to attach the rubberized grip. And so it comes in these rolls. So I got to cut it to length, kind of lay it out here and give it a little bit of an estimate. And then cut. Double it up for 2 handles. So these just get attached by heat shrinking them. And I brought the heat shrinking gun, but in a normal circumstance, I just plug this into an outlet and it runs just fine. Out here, I'm running it off a generator. So I fired up my generator and we'll see if the generator can take this load. I can hear it outside, so I'm gonna listen to it, see how bad it bogs down, if at all. All right, here we go. Oh, it blew it. Oh no. So, I have this like battery bank just to kind of give it clean power. I'm gonna try plugging it directly into the cord coming from the generator and see if that helps at all. So that battery backup unit kind of just gives clean energy for all my electronics, but this cord is coming straight from the generator, so plug it straight in and fingers crossed. Hopefully this works. If not, I'm gonna have to figure something out. All right, got the battery backup unit bypassed and I'm straight into the generator. See if this works. So far, so good. All right. Back in business. Whew. Had me worried there for a second. Yeah. Now for the second one. And the rubberized grip isn't done yet, so you have like all these contours to the handle, and well, the grip kind of overlaps that, and so these overlap pieces need to be trimmed off. So I take this heated razor knife and kind of just follow the contour of the handle and trim all these little excess pieces off. And now the grip follows the contour of the handle nice and clean. All right, next, time to insert a pepper spray canister into the handle. So these pepper spray canisters are designed with this cool safety mechanism. Right now it's towards the left. You can't activate the pepper spray. So you go from lock position to fire position, and now if I compress this button, it would spray the pepper spray. The reason why I'm telling you this is before I even touch or handle these pepper sprays, try to insert in the handle, I always make sure that it's in the safety position. Last thing I want to do is it be in the fire position, be torquing on a thing, and then accidentally spray myself. So always make sure it's in the safety position, and now that it is verified, now I can insert it. And I line up the front of the pepper spray canister with the front of the handle. Just give it a little push down. There we go. Now canister is inserted into the handle. So now that the pepper spray canister is inserted, verified that it's facing forward, next is time for the cap. So now these caps do have a front and a back. Got this little button in the back that you press to release the cap. That goes to the back of the handle, and you just firmly press it, and now that cap is mated to the handle. Next, I attached one of these safety labels, kind of just gives some basic information. Says, hey, warning, there's pepper spray inside this handle, use caution, and gives some basic information. What the active ingredient is. Do not store below 32 degrees or above 120 degrees. Just basic information like that. Then I just do a safety check on all the components. Make sure these locking mechanisms that allow you to extend the shaft, make sure they're working, complete, nice and tight. So yeah, these are the adjustments for when you extend the shaft. So you pull out the shaft and then use these locking mechanisms. If this locking mechanism is really easy to close, then it's probably not tight enough. You just kind of screw this set screw a little bit in more, and that will definitely tighten it up and not allow your shaft to move in and out. And that is a completed pair of hiking poles. Now I do include other things in the kit, which we'll go over now. First, being the training spray. Now, this training spray will shoot and act just like the pepper spray, but does not have the active ingredient in it. So I would definitely recommend interchanging your pepper spray canister for the training spray, taking it outside, spraying it, get a good feel for the length of spray, how long it sprays for, and just familiarizing yourself on how the product works. So to do that, you just remove the cap. And sometimes you can just pull these canisters out, but if it is a little tight, I do include one of these pry bars. You just insert it in the hole at the bottom of the handle, gently pop out a canister, insert the canister that you want to use, put the cap back on, and let's go give it a spray. All right, we're outside, got the training spray canister inserted, and let's give it a shot, see how this thing works. Oh man, that coyote over there is licking his lips, definitely trying to make a meal out of me. Pop the cap, go from safety to fire. Definitely got that coyote to back off. So as I popped that cap off, it fell into the stairs and just disappeared. Now, people have suggested attaching that cap with a lanyard, but the last thing I want to happen is that cap be attached, someone be in an emergency situation, and that cap's just dangling in front of the handle. It could get in front of the spray pattern and affect the spray pattern. It's not what I want. I want the cap to just completely detach and fall away. And you're using the pepper spray in an emergency situation. If you lose the cap, just email me. I'll send you a new one. All right, got the hiking poles, got the training spray canister, and I do have stickers to label this box to just let you guys know, hey, this is a practice canister. And then we got the baskets that I include in every single kit. So what the baskets do is they attach to the bottom of the hiking poles, and they just keep the hiking poles from penetrating whatever surface you're on. So the large baskets for deep snow, which I definitely use out here, these attached just keep the hiking poles from stabbing through the snow. And then I got a smaller basket for stuff like mud and dirt and stuff like that. So this is included in the kit. And then you got the instructions. So nice little welcome pamphlet that I include in every kit. The first page just saying, hey, thank you for choosing Pepper Poles and being interested in the product. And then a QR code you can scan to get video instructions. If you don't want the video instructions, then the next couple pages, all the instructions are just written out. So page number 2, this is very important. Before you put the cap on, whether it be the practice canister or the pepper spray canister, make sure it's in the locked position. If that canister is not in the locked position and you go put that cap on, well, it has the ability to spray, and definitely don't want that. So before you put the cap on, make sure it's in the locked position. And then the instructions is written out, page number 1. And then instructions, page number 2. And so yeah, that's a complete kit of pepper poles. Next, I just build the shipping box. All right, let's see who gets the first pair of pepper poles built here at Wolf Lodge. Now the first pair will just go to the first person who ordered a pair after the episode aired where I announced these are available. All right, the first pair goes to Brian in Wisconsin. Your hiking poles are on their way, Brian. Now let's build the other pairs. All right, just finished the rest of the orders. We got Stefan from PA. Your pepper poles are on their way. Evan from Colorado. Thanks for showing interest in pepper poles. We got William in Washington. Thank you for your order. Ryan from California. Now, Ryan ordered 3. Hopefully those 3 are going to good use. If me offering these things for free leads to foul play, might have to rethink this. But hey, if you have 3 people that could use these hiking poles, I'm all for it. So Ryan, your 3 are on their way. Josh from New Jersey. Now I've heard there's quite a few black bears in New Jersey, so Josh, hopefully these pepper poles give you a peace of mind. Now the last order for this week, Tyler from New Hampshire. Your pepper poles are on their way. Finished them just as the sun's going down. So tomorrow, I'll strap all 7 of these orders to my back, hike them the 1 mile out to the trailhead, strap them down to the ATV where they'll take a 5-mile ride down a dirt road to my truck, and then the truck 10 miles into town where they'll hit the UPS store, and then on their way to each one of you guys. Man, what a long day. I thought I'd get one more hike in, but sun's going down, so that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna start making dinner.
It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there's no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows, in the end, the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat.